So we're really big on sustainability and recycling. That's one of the biggest things that we focus on. One of the biggest reasons why we started the store in the first place, things of that nature. So to help continue to aid in the sustainability effort in helping people learn to recycle, how to recycle, what to recycle, and things of that nature, we're going to be adding in some recycling services, which at first we would just be asking for a donation on our GoFundMe that's going towards the store, because like I've said before, those donations are going all towards the store. With that donation, it will open you up to services in which you can take your recycled goods, cans, plastic bottles, shredded paper, anything of that nature, anything that can be recycled, even things that you may not think can be recycled but can be. You could bring it to us and we'll dispose of it properly. The reason why this is something that we want to start is to, one, not only help aid and teach people about everything that can be recycled and how to do it properly, but we also just wanted to help people. I know everybody lives busy lives, and sometimes it can be hard to keep up with making sure you're recycling properly and getting things that need to be recycled, especially if you live in like apartment complexes and things like that, because they don't really have any designated recycling areas most of the time. So you usually have to go to a specific place to recycle your goods, and usually those places may not be close to you, or there may not be many in your city, whatever the case may be. So we want to be that for you guys, so that you can start to be mindful of recycling more at your house, and then being able to be like, okay, they can come get it from me, or I can come drop it off with them, and then everything else will be done for me. But it starts with you guys just taking those strides, taking those steps off at first to just start recycling if you don't already. And if you do, even better. If you want the extra help in having somebody else take care of it after you've actually collected it, by all means, that's what we're here for. Otherwise, if you are new to it and you want to learn more, absolutely get in contact with us. I have no problem with explaining what the sustainability effort is, why it's needed, and then of course just what recycling is, what reusing is, and how to do it properly instead of just throwing away things. Because a lot of the things that end up in landfills, they may be deemed as trash initially, but they could have been used for something more or something else. And that's where the reusing of recycling comes from, is being able to reuse things. And if you can't reuse it, then we can recycle it and it can be reused by somebody else. So it's always a constant cycle. We just got to understand how to make it work for us, and just being able to be mindful and understanding what it is, So while in the future, once it becomes a more popular service, we would be implementing a price system for it. Nothing extreme, of course, just something to aid us as we are using our resources and things to make this happen. But right now, all we're asking for is a donation towards the shop. That's one of the most important things to us right now, is just getting those donations up, so that we can have things in place outside of just selling our products, to help aid our shop and give it that boost that it needs for us to be everything that we can be, right? So like I said, our services are not only the recycling part of it, but we also will pick it up for you. All we're asking is that you guys collect it. You collect these metal cans that you're using, the plastic bottles that you're using, squish them down, get the air out of them, throw them in a bag, shredded paper, any type of metal, really, not just the metal cans. And then the things that can be reused, like I said, we'll take those things too, and we'll figure out what we can do with them. Even if it's like jars or something, we can always find something to do with them if we're not just going to resell them, or we know where to go to take them so that they can be used and not just thrown in the trash. All right. So that's number one. I have a little article, I guess, not article, what's the word? I have something written up for you guys that's basically just me doing this same thing, explaining it to you, but I also wanted to give you guys the opportunity to hear it from me, just in case you didn't want to read it, or if you needed any more information. But regardless, as far as that's concerned, if you do have a need for any more information, of course, just get at me. Even if you wanted to just help out and just figure out where more recycling places are, what other things you can recycle, and things of that nature, by all means, get in contact with me. Get in contact with us in our DMs on Instagram. I put our Instagrams and our links and everything in the bio. And yeah, man, especially if you're local to OKC or local to Oklahoma, really, anywhere in Oklahoma, definitely get at me, because this is something that I'm trying to provide to everybody, as long as y'all are taking those steps and putting your best foot forward in recycling and collecting the things that can be recycled, so they don't just end up in the trash. So just keep it in mind whenever you're about to throw something in the trash. Really sit and think, does this need to be in the trash? And if you think about it and you decide, and your heart's eye or your heart's desire comes to that no, throw it in a bag and we'll take care of the rest. All right, that's number